All right, welcome back to MLB Tonight. As you see here, we are excited to announce that Kim Ng has been named the commissioner of the AUSL. As Commissioner Ng has changed, she's going to be focusing on taking this league forward, and you can read the rest of the tweet right there. But we're welcoming in Kim right now to join us. Commissioner, how you doing, Kim? Great to see you.
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, I'm so excited about this softball league and really getting this thing going forward. So I'm going to leave it right there to start with you. Tell us about the league and where we're headed with the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Athletes Unlimited, professional women's pro softball. We're going to have 4 teams starting out, launching on June 7th of this year. We're going to play 2 months, balanced off by an All-Star Cup in August, so basically a 3-month season. And then next year we plan to expand to 6 teams and attach to cities. So this year is a barnstorming tour. Next year we'll attach to cities. So real excited. We just had our draft a couple of weeks ago. We drafted 3 rounds, 4 teams, so 12 players, and we issued golden tickets. So,
I love that. I saw some of the footage there. You had former professional players and Olympians and some of the big stars of softball delivering it at the college campuses. Am I right? I saw a couple of those.
Yeah, absolutely. We had icons of the softball world delivering these messages to the athletes. We went to each of their campuses to tell them they had received a golden ticket, and basically we just got so many incredible reactions to to receiving this news in front of family, friends, their hometown crowds, and the actual draft production will be aired on Saturday night.
So explain the golden ticket. What does that mean? You get to go to the draft? You're going to be drafted? You're part of the league? What does the golden ticket get you?
We actually had the draft about 2 weeks ago. 12 athletes, as I mentioned, we went to each of their campuses to deliver the message that they've been drafted. And as we've rolled these out, put everything on social media. And so it was really cool just in terms of the excitement that it created and the anticipation, wondering if they were going to be the next athlete drafted. May 3rd, we will have a show that will basically tell all these athletes who they've been drafted by. So that'll be the big reveal on tomorrow night.
All right, so if you follow softball like I do, and as so many others do, softball is exploding in this country from the amateurs to college, everything else. The AUSL last year, they had a different format. It was like you won by a point system. So what are we to see as you guys go out to the 12 different cities this year? Is it individual? Is it team? How is it formatted now?
It's going to be a balanced season. So August is going to be our format that we've had in the past, where it's a leaderboard point system. We crown an individual winner at the end of the 4-week competition. But prior to that, June and July is a very traditional, a format where you have 4 teams, each competing against each other. We'll have a best of 2 out of 3 at the end of July to crown a team winner.
So, Kim, I was saying that the college game is exploding. Obviously, the College World Series will be coming up pretty soon. We're getting ready to start the regionals, super regionals, everything else as they're wrapping up their conferences. Are you planning on capitalizing on to jump off of the college softball in a sense?
Absolutely. You'll see Athletes Unlimited, the College World Series. It's an event, obviously, we can't miss. Our season will start June 7th, right after the College World Series. And so we're really hoping that those college fans jump to the pro landscape and understand that these are some of the best players in the world, past Olympians as well as future. With us getting back to the Olympics in 2028, we just think that connecting these dots between the amateur, the pro, and then the Olympic space is just something that's going to help the sport grow even more.
Well, Oklahoma's been the big winner the last several years. UCLA is always a very competitive team. Will we see some of their former players in the league?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you have Lisa Fernandez as the general manager of the Talons. And we actually have one former Oklahoma, or not former, actually current Oklahoma player that was drafted. So you'll see a bunch of them in our league.
Exciting, man. This is really cool stuff. Kim, I'm excited. Can't wait to see this take off. You're hitting 12 different cities around the country, and I'm just waiting for this softball to take off. It's really something special. So thank you for the time, and thank you for doing this and taking off being the commissioner and guiding this ship.
All right. Thanks, Harold. Take care.
Appreciate you.
That was last Friday, WWE SmackDown. Well, this Saturday in St. Louis, it's Backlash. Jacob Fatu defending his U.S. title in a fatal 4-way against Drew McIntyre, L.A. Knight, who you saw in the ring, and our guest, Damian Priest, who joins us in studio. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
When you get ready for a match with 3 others, how do you begin to tell a story effectively when you've got so many other participants in the match?
It's funny because when you have and especially the caliber athletes that are in this one, it's, man, what are your greatest hits? And let's throw bombs and let's just give the crowd what they want to see from each one of us. And then, we just through conversation, we'll structure it accordingly and make it the best we can.
This match is, the card is loaded, but you're talking about the physicality. All three of you guys, and then the champion Jacob Fatu. I mean, this is going to be a stiff, physical match, right?
Yeah, I still haven't recovered from Mania physically.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this match and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I'm definitely going to feel pain for a while.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like I said, these are some of the heaviest hitters in the company, big guys that are mega stars right now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I love that physicality anyway.
You mentioned the heavy hitters, and Jacob Fatu got to you on Friday Night SmackDown. I think there's a barricade involved in here.
Yeah, well, first was this, and you can see, this is funny because you can see my face right here. I killed my thigh. And then, yeah, that did not feel great. It's a big boy. It's funny because all four of you are physical, tough, but it's different. Like, you bring something different, each one of you. Fatu, there's a suddenness to his offense, right? Yeah, he's explosive, and for his size, he does things that he's not supposed to do, and he's incredibly impressive. So, and dangerous. Yeah. This is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a hell of a match.
And you and Drew McIntyre have beat up each other in the past too, right?
Yeah, we've done some damage to each other, and Drew is another one of those. I mean, if you see him, he's just a massive human being. I'm considered a big guy, but when I'm in front of him, I'm like, oh, I'm not that big,
Yeah, we've had you on the show before, and we've talked about your Yankee fandom. For people that aren't familiar with your story, how did you become a Yankee fan?
Well, I'm from the Bronx,
yeah.
And as a kid, I mean, I must have been maybe 12 years old. My dad took me to my first Yankee game, and I don't remember much of the game. I just remember that they won 1-0 because Don Manley hit a home run, and I just remember the vibe in the stadium and everybody screaming, and I was like, oh, I love this feeling. Like, it was just, I became an instant fan of Yankee fans just because of that vibe, and then the team itself, and then you start learning and you learn the tradition of the game and of the team and the organization, and it's, to me, baseball is the best sport, aside of wrestling, it's the best sport in the world.
We see you here standing next to Aaron Judge, and obviously you're a big human being, but when you saw Aaron Judge in person for the first time, what did you think?
Wow. Yeah, like presence, his size, and then just a class act of a human being. It was, one of those that even, I don't say what you will of my position. Yeah. He's one of my heroes. So when they said, don't meet your heroes, I was glad I met him. He was awesome.
Now, you went to a lot of games. I saw you during the postseason last year. The Yankees even had you voice their hype video going into the World Series. What did that run to the World Series mean last year?
All of it was an honor, by the way. Just, being able to live out my dream, and then, my fandom, mix them together is amazing. And then last year's run was, man, it just felt so good. And then having them include me in that and making me a part of that family, it meant the world to me.
There's so many great moments in your career, and we saw you prior to break, you coming out with a baseball bat. You can handle a baseball bat, but in a much different way than what Aaron Judge does. We have video of your match. I don't remember what card it was on, but against Bad Bunny. It was a Puerto Rican street fight, and we were talking during the break. It's one of the most and mind you, Damien, you know this better than anyone. For a person to come into your world and do this, what does that mean?
So, celebrities come and go all the time in our business. Whether you want to promote a song, a movie, whatever. Bad Bunny took it differently because he's a big fan. He put in the work, training, and everything. And for me, a celebrity coming in and doing this style of match, a street fight, and it was Backlash, so it's just anniversary time. Actually.
Yes, that's right.
It's incredible to see somebody willing to risk, he has a career that he's obviously very successful at. But for his fans, for our fans, and he showed us respect and everything. And to me, when it comes to celebrities, nobody touches him. And he set a new standard, if anything, for celebrities to come in. And if they want to be a part of our world, you got to look at what Bad Bunny was willing to do and willing to take.
Well, I mean, he was doing the Canadian Destroyer. He's doing moves off the turnbuckle. So you've had a match with one celebrity. What do you think it would take to have a match against this celebrity? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I want no part of.
I'm sure some of your colleagues would love to see that.
Yeah, though. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would. Stop laughing over there, Lauren. So when you look ahead to what you have now going forward, you've got Backlash. SummerSlam is just going to be up right not too far from these studios, a 2-night event. You have done so much in this business. What do you feel like there's left to accomplish as you look at the landscape of your career moving forward?
You know, it's funny. As much as I've accomplished in this short amount of time, there's always so much more. There's more championships to win, more moments to be had, and that's my thing now. It's moments where people remember, you know, the stuff that lives forever. You know, where somebody says, "Man, I'm so glad I was there that day to witness this moment live." Like those are the things, and what those moments are, we don't know till they happen, right?
Yeah.
So that to me is always a goal. Better tomorrow than was yesterday. You know, and we look forward to just creating that for our fan base and just for ourselves and our industry.
Next hardcore match or street fight that you have, will you consider using a torpedo bat?
I mean, they seem to work for some
Right?
people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hit it with a sweet spot.
And lastly, Judge, Stanton, yourself, is that the six-man tag team that you would envision? I mean, is there someone else that could overtake those two guys?
Right now, I don't see who. But that's an easy answer right there. The six-man, Judge and Stanton, two big boys and two of the strongest guys in the league.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Well, it is WWE Backlash. It's a fatal four-way for the U.S. title. Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, and L.A. Knight. Yeah, we'll be rooting for you, man. Stay safe. Thanks for coming in, man. It was a pleasure to have you. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you at SummerSlam, a two-night event at the Meadowlands.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Good luck to your Yankees moving forward.
Appreciate it.